Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Educational Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Students, now in this video we are discussing mitochondria and one more is plastids information. Emma, so in this video, definitely we will explain regarding the mitochondria structure completely and plastids somewhat information I will cover in this video. So now let us start to discuss mitochondria information. Okay, so mitochondria, so singular one. So suppose if you take singular, how we have to call now? Mitochondrion we have to call. Okay, so here once you see there particular diagram, diagrammatical information also we can see there this is a structure of which one mitochondria. Once so before start to give the information regarding mitochondria, once I will give the diagrammatical explanation, later I will start to explain. Now once you see there, so what is information? Once I will zoom this particular diagram and let us study. Once you see there, so why? Because for understanding of any diagram or any content or the cell organelle, no, first of all diagrammatical explanation is important, no, so that's why now I zoomed it. Now once you see so what is the information or what is the general shape of this one means sausage shape. Ipo saucer madri or eppadi irukana cylindrical shape. So sausage or cylindrical shape. So in this particular case, no, once you see it is mitochondria is a double membranous cell organelle. Double membranous means our knowledge point of view rendu membranous must be there. Double membranous cell organelle and double membranous means definitely two layers will be there, no, two membranes. One membrane is outer membrane and next one ulle ipo with yellow color is there, no ma, adi inner layer, inner membrane. Ipo outer layer white color one and inner layer or inner membrane yellow colored one. Ipo between these two gap is there, no, once you see there nalla pathako ange between outer membrane and inner membrane we are finding space. Once you see there exactly at spotlight, so gap we are finding, no, means between these two konja gap we have drawn. Once you see there up konja gap is there, no, there. Okay, that particular one we will be considering as inner membrane space or perimitochondrial space. Emma, what is the space? Perimitochondrial space or inner membrane space. Ipo ulle, so now if you see there, no, though this particular entire empty space is, no, this particular empty space we will be taking as or inner compartment. So that one is we are calling as matrix. And this part inner membrane we took, no, this inner membrane infoldings, inner membrane of mitochondria it forms infoldings. So because of the infoldings, so what is happening, one crystal formation takes place, means all these foldings are there, no, all these foldings we will be taking as a crystal. Again on the crystal, so here we can find out the presence of F0F1 particles or the complex, F0F1 particles or the complex. So that is only we are calling by one more name, oxysomes. Okay, so in this particular case, now what is the information we are discussing is, so outer membrane is there and inner membrane is there, crystal is there. Next one matrix we are finding, later F0 F1 complex or oxysomes we are finding. Next one between the two membranes, here how we are finding, empty space, that particular space we are calling as inner membrane space. Textbook information and other information point of view, that place we can be taken as we can be taken as a how perimitochondrial space. So ఇది somewhat information or diagrammatical explanation related to this one. Why? Because for explanation of mitochondria, here I didn't draw the structure, no, that's why I have drawn beside to this one. So that's why first of all diagrammatical explanation I have given now. So now let us see the which one, now let us see the information so of mitochondria. Now once you see there, what is the point? Now this particular mitochondria, if you see there, so it is a singular point of view. How, what we will be calling means singular mitochondria we will be taking as a mitochondrion. I think so it is appearing clearly, right? So mitochondrion. So ipo parunga inge, unless specially stained are not easily visible under microscope or under the microscope. Appadana enna meaning na, for observation of these mitochondria, for observation of mitochondria, special stain is required. Suppose if you are not using that particular specially stained stain color so special stain for observation of mitochondria, so we could not find this particular mitochondria. That's why here what is the information? No, unless specially stained are not easily visible under the microscope. Appadana microscope mitochondria study panniki kandipa special stain or special pigment or the special color venum. So that is the point. Now here a number of mitochondria per cell is a variable. So one more point, what is the point? A number of mitochondria as per cell is a variable depending on the physiological activity of the cell. So thereby what is the point? No, sir, we may get one doubt. Sir, if you see there matured cells or meristematic cells or the normal cells, likewise in our body or in plants body, no, so there are also different number of cells or different types of cells are there, no, in all types of cells, no, the same number of mitochondria is present as our means, no, so number as well as function number is variable. Once let us see the function of mitochondria, the number of mitochondria per cell is a variable. Variable means definitely difference will be there, different depending on the physiological activity of the cell. Once you see there, if you take plant cells, no, in plant cells we will be finding of which one meristematic cells, no, so there definitely, so their dividing nature will be more, so definitely we can guess, so there means in meristematic cells we can find out the presence of more number of mitochondria. Point you understood. That's why here what is the point? Now based on the physiological activity, number of mitochondria definitely variable, chance is there for changes. So next one, in terms of shape and size also, considerable degree of variability is observed. So here in terms of so here the size and the shape point of view also definitely different types of variability we can observe. The size and the shapes also, so definitely so showing a different types of differences. Next one, typically it is a sausage shaped. Examinations point of view important. Typically this particular mitochondria shape is a sausage shaped and or cylindrical. So cylindrical or the sausage shaped, having a diameter of 0.2 to 1.0 micrometer. So average if you take there, no, there 0.5 micrometer. What is the information we are discussing? The diameter of this particular mitochondria is 0.2 to 1.0 micrometer. So thereby average point of view, that is 0.5 micrometer, and the length point of view 1.0 to 4.1 micrometer. So next one is remember pannikonga mitochondria 0.2 to 1.0 micrometer and the length is 1.0 to 4.1 micrometer. Next one, each mitochondrion, each means brings only one, no, that's why here we have written as a mitochondrion. Why? Because singular mitochondrion, no, that's why each mitochondrion is a double membranous bound structure and with outer membrane and outer membrane and inner membrane, dividing its lumen distinctly into two aqueous compartments. Okay, so that is one is outer compartment and second one is inner compartment. Means here when mitochondria, suppose if you take one particular mitochondria, so there definitely that is double membranous, and double membranous means diagrammatically we see no before, so there definitely two membranes are there. First membrane we will be, or outer membrane we will be taking as outer membrane, and one more membrane is that one we will be taking as inner membrane. So these two, what is the thing? So outer membrane and inner membrane dividing its lumen means empty space, we know very well now. So distinctly into two aqueous compartments, that is outer compartment and inner compartment. Now inner compartment is filled with dense homogeneous substance known as matrix. Once here you see there, no, inner compartment completely it is filled with homogeneous or homogeneous substance known as matrix. Matrix, Wooley space, no, so we have studied already. Next one, the outer membrane forms the continuous limiting bounding of the organelle. So definitely outer membrane forms the continuous limiting boundary. So delimiting structure on the mother we see, no, so outermost layer, outer membrane definitely protects the cell organelle. Next one, inner membrane, if you see there, no, inner membrane forms a number of infoldings. Inner membrane forms a number of infoldings. So these infoldings only we will be calling as cristae. So means here the inner membrane forms the number of infoldings. So these infoldings we will be taking as cristae, singular point of view crista. So towards the where? Towards the matrix. So here the towards the matrix only, no, infoldings are there. Once you see there, so here is one infolding and inge plasma membrane inge ondi matrix ku ulle vandachu, matrix ulle and ulle vandachu. So likewise we have to draw. So thereby here definitely it forms the infolding, so known as cristae. So singular one point of view crista towards the matrix. Now the cristae increase the surface area. So thereby because of the presence of the cristae, surface area of which one inner membrane is increased. So increase its surface area. Next one, two membranes have their own specific enzymes. So means if you take outer membrane and if you take inner membrane, no, there, so specific enzymes are associated with the mitochondrial function. So their outer membrane of mitochondria having some kind of enzymes, as well as inner membrane of mitochondria having somewhat specific enzymes. Means if what are the enzymes are present here in inner and outer, no, definitely differences are there. So means the same kind of enzymes which are not present in both compartments, are definitely specific different types of enzymes are present. So all these are all associated with the mitochondrial function. Now here mitochondria are the sites of aerobic respiration. Suppose if you take one particular mitochondria, no, so what is the main use or what is the main important purpose, sir, why we are studying about these mitochondria? Means definitely involves in aerobic respiration. Means here the aerobic respiration process is taking place, means that is only because of the presence of mitochondria. Suppose here the mitochondria is absent, so suppose in eukaryotes, no chance to the oxidation of food materials. That's why aerobic respiration means respiration taking place in presence of oxygen or in presence of air. So that's why that particular respiration we will be considering as aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration. Next one, so what is information here we can discuss means. Next one on the side, suppose if so first line what is information here we can discuss means they produce Once you see there, they produce cellular energy in the form of ATP. So here koncho not appearing, but through my voice you can write. So what is the first line? So when these mitochondria members are helping in aerobic respiration, no, so definitely these mitochondria members, what they will do means they produce cellular energy in the form of ATP. Means what is energy which is produced in the cell, so that's particular energy we will be taking as a cellular energy. Cellular energy, now we have given one name, is nothing but ATP. ATP is nothing but adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. So here what is definitely this particular ATP is utilized by the remaining cells, means metabolically. So definitely this particular ATP is helpful. Next one, hence because of the production of this particular cellular energy in the form of ATP, hence they are called as powerhouses of the cell. So definitely, so these particular cell organelle, why we are calling as powerhouses of the cell, means when this particular mitochondria produce the cellular energy in the form of ATP, that is helps to the all metabolical activities. So thereby that's why here these particular mitochondria we will be considering as powerhouses of the cell. Next one, matrix. Matrix means homogeneous matrix or homogeneous substance is there, no? So diagram is appearing on, so there matrix possesses singular. So here so what are the structures we can see, no? So circular, single circular DNA we can find out, and a few molecules of RNA we can find out. Ribosomes are there, and ribosomes also 70s type of ribosomes are present. So means circular DNA is present, circular DNA and DNA and RNA molecules. Next one here, ribosomes. Ribosomes are also present. Ribosomes, 70s type of ribosomes are present, and the compartments required for the synthesis of components. So components required for the synthesis of proteins. So there are different types of components are there. These are different types of components also required for what? Protein synthesis. Next one here, one more information if you see there, no? Once in a matrix, what are the components are present we are observing? So matrix possesses single circular DNA molecule and a few RNA molecules, ribosomes 70s type, and components, some components so which are required for the synthesis of proteins. So all are present in matrix. The next one, mitochondria generally divides by the process of fission. So definitely mitochondria divided by the process of fission. Okay, so this is some more information related to the mitochondria. So once let me ask a few questions. Now mitochondria generally divided by fission. So next one, if you take the matrix compartment, there what are the things are present? Single circular DNA molecules are present, RNA molecules are present, ribosomes, 70s type of ribosomes are present, and some kind of components are definitely required for the synthesis of proteins are present. Next one, this particular mitochondria we are considering as powerhouses of the cell. Why we are calling like that? Because cellular energy, that is ATP, is produced in the mitochondria. So next one, it is mitochondria is a site of what? Site of aerobic respiration. So definitely aerobic respiration takes place. Aerobic respiration takes place. So aerobic respiration takes place in mitochondria. So that's why here mitochondria we are considering as a site. So site of aerobic respiration. Now next one, let us see the information that is plastid. So plastid's point of view, what is the information we can say? No, plastids are found in all plants and in euglenoids. So definitely, so presence of plastids we can see in all plants. So definitely we can see the presence of plastids in all plants and in euglenoids also. If euglenoids means in protista members. So euglenoids we see now. So in present, what is the information we studied? In presence of sunlight, definitely euglenoids prepares the food materials with the help of light. Suppose in absence of light, no, definitely these euglenoids are acting as heterotrophs. Means in presence of sunlight only euglenoids can act as autotrophs, and in absence of sunlight, no, euglenoids will act as or acts as heterotrophs. So that particular point you try to save in your mind. Now here, these are all easily observed under the microscope. Means here, what are the plastids are there? No, all these plastids are very easily we can observe. What are the plastids are present in the plants and euglenoids? No, very easily we can find out under the microscope as they are large. So because when compared to the mitochondria members, these plastids are somewhat big only. So that's why, so definitely very easily we can observe. Why? Because main reason they are large. Next one, they bear some specific pigments. So somewhat specific pigments also present. So because of the presence of somewhat specific pigments, thus imparting the specific colors. So because of the presence of some different types of pigments, somewhat colors they are expressing. So means if you take somewhat plants, they're all plants leaves will be in a green color only. But if you take some other plant leaves, different colors are there. And flowers, if you see there means there are various types of colors or the pigments we can observe. So that's why here the specific pigments, thus imparting the specific colors to the plants. Next one, from here on what's important, based on the type of pigments, so these pigments can be classified into 3 types. One more time, based on the type of pigments. Based on the type of pigments, so these pigments are classified into following types or simply 3 types. So what are those? No, first one is a chloroplast, second one is a chromoplast, and third one is a leucoplast. Chloroplast means definitely possessing of or possess green color. Next one, chromoplast means other than green, all kind of colors. Listen carefully. Suppose chloro means possess green color, chromo means except a green color, all colors. Next one, leucoplast means colorless. Leuco means leukocytes, so leukocytes means very well zoology point of view there. Leukocytes means WBC cells or white blood cells we will be calling. So there what is the point? Likewise here also leukocytes means colorless. White color we will be considering as colorless, or otherwise now you save this point in your mind. Leucoplast. Based on the different types of so based on the pigments, so or based on the type of pigments, so here pigments are like cellular organelles divided into following types. What are those? Chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast may consist of green color pigments. Next one, chromoplast other than green color, and leucoplast colorless plastids are present. Okay, so now here these plastids, now we see plastids based on the presence of pigments or based on the type of pigments. So we divided the plastids into 3 types: chloroplast, chloro, chromo, leuco. Right. Now chloroplast contains, so what is the information related to the chloroplast means? So these chloroplast contains chlorophyll and carotenoid pigments. One more time, chloroplast contain chlorophyll and carotenoid pigments which are responsible for trapping light energy. One more time you see there, chloroplast contain chlorophyll, so definitely, so in chloroplast chlorophyll must be there and carotenoid pigments also will be there. So then what is the use of these carotenoids and chlorophyll pigments means which are responsible for trapping of sunlight or trapping sunlight. So then sir, why sir these pigments chlorophyll and carotenoid pigments, why sir trapping sunlight means? So these kind of pigments definitely traps the sunlight, so which is essential for the process of photosynthesis. Means here so these chlorophyll and carotenoid pigments which are responsible for trapping sunlight, so trapping light energy essential for photosynthesis. So means here when these pigments traps the sunlight, that particular sunlight utilizes for the photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis process is nothing but preparation of food materials, preparation of food materials in the form of starch. So that particular process takes place. So that particular process only we will be calling as photosynthesis. Next one here, in the chromoplast, fat soluble pigments are present. If you take a chloroplast, there chloroplasts are there and carotenoid pigments are there, we see no. Likewise in the chromoplast, in the chromoplast no, fat soluble pigments are there. What are those? Carotenoid pigments. Fat soluble pigments, carotenoid pigments are present. So like these carotenoids no, our convenience to study, we can be divided into two types, carotene and xanthophylls. Point you understood here. So means in chromoplast fat here also is there, no worry, no, don't be tension. So in chloroplast also chlorophyll is there, carotenoids are there. Likewise in chromoplast no, fat soluble carotenoids are there. These carotenoids now we are dividing into two types, carotene and xanthophylls. So NEET examination point of view, so what is chlorophyll formula and what are the pigments, so what are the here carotenoids formula and xanthophylls formulas, everything I will give you. So but now +1 only, no, now only I will not give you. Suppose if I give any extra points, no, you people are giving complaints, so somewhat extra information is there that we are unable to learn. So likewise, so whatever it is, so when you will take NEET coaching, no, definitely I will give elaborate information on this one. So now what is the information we are learning now? Chromoplast, fat soluble carotenoid pigments like carotene, xanthophylls and other pigments also are present. Next information is that gives the part of the plant, so means because of the presence of various types of carotenoids such as carotenes and xanthophylls, no, so plant is showing off different types of colors. What are those? Yellow color, orange color, red color. Likewise there are different types of colors we can observe because of the presence of various types of carotenoids like carotenes and xanthophylls. So next one, so if you take next one, last one is there now, leucoplast. Now only we took no, so colorless plastids. So these colorless plastids also again divided into three types. So here once you see there, leucoplast means colorless plastids. Now only we took no, so these leucoplasts for our convenience to study, now we have divided into three types. So these three types, no, in the next video I will give you. So now in this video what is information we see now? So from down to up I will go once. Leucoplast, colorless plastids. So next one in chromoplast point of view, their fat soluble pigments are there, carotenoid pigments, so carotenes and xanthophylls likewise. So definitely what is the use of this one means this carotene and xanthophylls gives different types of colors, yellow color, orange color, red color likewise. Next one, if you take chlorophyll, no, chloroplast, no, there chlorophyll is there and carotenoids also are there. So definitely helps in a trapping of sunlight and helps in process of photosynthesis. So next one, so here the plastids are based on the type of pigments, plastids are divided into three types. Once you say along with me, chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast. First one chloro, second one chromo, third one leuco. Okay, so next one, where we can find out or where we can see these plastids means we can observe in all plants and in euglenoids. In euglenoids also these kind of pigments are present. So this is somewhat information related to the mitochondria as well as plastids. So in the next video, so by explaining of plastids and colorless types of leucoplast and chromoplast information actually not there in the textbook, but in NEET examinations in a NEET coaching up, so definitely I will give chromoplast information also. So watch this video, so without any burdens, so definitely learn the knowledge and try to be in a good position in our subject. Okay, so thank you and be safe at home.